Well, today has already proved to be an adventure because we just got the truck stuck in sand. And luckily there was a 4x4 truck that saw us, and Mr. Atomic waved them down and they pulled us out of the sand, so that was super, super nice of them. We tried to give them, a few bucks for, their trouble, but they didn't want to take it. So thank you to the two kind guys at Lone Rock on, today's the 14th, right? Yeah, August 14th, who pulled me and Mr. Atomic out of the sand. So
from Joliet and Schaumburg.
Yes, they're from Joliet and Schaumburg, Illinois, which is funny because Rob's from Illinois too. And for those of you that are subscribed to my Atomic News channel, you know that we used to live in Rockford for a few years. So I did get to see quite a few meteors this morning because I was up very early. And I would say a couple dozen meteors, which was really, really cool. Several satellites I could see orbiting the Earth. And it was really cool. It was really cool. It was beautiful. Even though it was, a beach-like environment, the only thing that we really had to deal with was flies this morning. We have still flies inside the cab of the truck here that we're going to try and get them to fly out the windows when I'm not filming. But other than the flies, that's it. We really didn't have any bug issues. I didn't get bit up from mosquitoes or anything like off the lake, so that was good. So we are off to the next adventure. We'll see you in a few. Okay, so we're at the trailhead for the Toadstools, and they have a sign-in book, which I think is very cool. And basically you can note in here where you're from, how many people are in your party, whether it's day or night. That way, if you don't make it back, someone can come looking for you. So here we are at the bottom right there, 814. Laura and Rob, Glendale, Arizona, 2 of us. So we have made our mark. Hiking here is not a walk in the park, it says. So we're gonna, maybe we'll just walk a little bit and see if we can see how far, and see if this is something that we can do at this time of the day, because it is quite warm.
Trail obstacle.
And we don't
obviously... this you have to climb.
Oh. Trail obstacle.
There's a little climb.
Okay.
Your total gain in elevation is 100 feet, so you're going up 100 feet.
Okay. So this is the entrance here.
60 feet right there.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to go up another 40 feet.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we're going to turn off the video and debate this for a sec. All right, so we decided we're going to do it, and we've got the camel packs loaded up with some water. We're going to at least trek out there a little ways to see if it's doable. So hang in there. We're gonna give it a shot. So this is the obstacle, the trail obstacle that I was trying to tell us about. So yeah, I'm out of breath. Don't laugh at me, fat girl problems. But we had to climb up this little mountain here, basically on the other side right here. And the trail comes around and basically down here. So I wanted to show you guys, in case you ever do want to do this trail, this is the obstacle they're referring to on the trail map and sign. I have a lot of medical problems, let's just say, and I was able to get it up okay. I've had knee surgeries, fat girl problems, my partial seizures, all that stuff. And it was okay for me. So I just wanted to show that to you. But I also want to show you the surroundings real quick. Look at the red rocks. So we made pit stops as soon as we find one of these. Some of these overhangs here have shade. Like I'll show you on the way back out, and we can pit stop in those shade areas, but I'll show you where those are or what they look like so you know what to look for. Oh, another obstacle. Can I make it? Can I make it? Yes, I can. All right, we're getting close. I can see them off in the distance. So we'll be back in just a few. Okay, so we made it to a point where we can see 3 of them. There's gonna be one right over here, See how it looks kind of like a little top upside down? Right there. Sorry, this isn't the best view. Then we have one further off in the distance here. Boop, right there. And then way up on the mountain, on the top corner here, are some. So they're just little rock formations that basically look like a mushroom, or AKA toadstool. So basically, this is like being on the surface of Mars. So if you've ever wondered what it would like to be walking on Mars, here you go. Only we're seeing colors we wouldn't see if we were on Mars. So that's it. Those are the toadstools. We can get closer. There is a trail that goes up to that. It curves around up the edge right here and goes right up to that toadstool. It's just not a good idea for us. It's pretty hot out right now. It's middle of the day. So we're not going to be stupid, but we wanted to at least show you guys this. This is pretty cool. And the fact that you're pretty much walking through Mars, yeah. So when we get back, we'll show you the obstacle that we had to climb over, you know, from the front angle, and then we'll show you the shady areas. So we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so here is the angle from the other side. This is the hiking obstacle that they're referring to. So you can see that trail marker there ahead, and then you have to climb up the mountain, and then you can see there's a ledge right here. You just follow that ledge up around the back side of the mountain here. So that is the obstacle that you have to climb up. I did it fairly easy. I'm out of breath. Coming down, there's one part where I just held onto Rob's shoulders just to make sure I was stable. And then, oh, there he is. I told him he could walk ahead to the shade, but he waited for me. That's so sweet. What a gentleman. You are walking through the sand in some parts, but there are trails sometimes on the rocky areas. The trail is well marked, I think, in my opinion, considering they could have just put a marker and said, that way, you know?
Follow the wash.
Yeah, follow the wash.
Follow the wash till you hit the little 8-foot drop off and then go back and then go up the side of the hill.
So I think it's important that I show those things though, so that if you ever do decide to come up this trail, that you go into it knowing as much as you can. You can go farther back. Some people, I think, camp here overnight, and there are more toadstools back there, but we are in the middle of August. It is high 90s, and it is the middle of the day, so, you know, hike responsibly. Don't hike alone, bring water, hike with a friend, find some shade. So we're going to show you those shady spots here in just a sec. So here on the trail, it looks like we had a little rock slide, probably with some weather, but you can still pass through here. I definitely hear kids off in the distance, so we do have some other people coming on the trail. But now I'm going to show you the shady area, which is right up here. So here we go. This is resting spot number 2. There is another area, like what, 50 feet away, just the same way, but there's a family over there, so I'm not going to video it. But we're going to sit in the shade for just a sec and cool off under this little area. But see over there, there's another one of them over here. So
that one's got a nicer rock to sit on.
Yeah, it does have a nicer rock to sit on. But you still can, you can see, oh, you can see 2 more toadstools right up there. So there's 2 more up there that you can see. I'm glad. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Hold on. Yep. Right on top. And right there. So there's 2 more. So you got to see 5 toadstools. Oh, there's another one over there too, on the other side. So you got to see 6 toadstools in this video. All right, so we're gonna cool off, get back in the truck, and head out towards Bryce Canyon. Well, we are on our way into Bryce Canyon National Park. I just wanted to show you guys all the red rock, and you can see on the top of some of these, they call these hoodoos. So it's basically the same thing as the toadstools. Those are called hoodoos too, but those were toadstool hoodoos, and these are just hoodoos. Basically,
look at those. I
know, just standing right on top. I wanted to make sure I got this for you guys. Red Canyon Visitor Center. Improved campground. Okay. Hold up. I wasn't prepared to pit stop here. I don't have my shoes on.
Head southeast.
Oh, thank you, Miss Map Lady. But I wanted to turn around and show you guys how cool this is. Wow. Yes.
Is that a hole up in there? Right up
It might be a hole. He thinks right in the center here that there might be a hole in the rock. Oh, there's an arch up there, I think.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, up there. I think there might be an arch. There's supposed to be arches in here. So anyway, we're gonna look around and then we'll be back when we get closer to camp. All right, we made it to our campsite. We are at Whiteman Bench. So like white man and then bench. We were at the very top of the mountain, completely by ourselves. And this must back right up to the national park because it did say it was very, very close. And right over here is a gate that says fee area. Yeah. So that tells me that that road leads into the park, but they don't want you going in that way because there's no one there to take your money. So this is our campsite. We do have a fire ring that's already been here. Little flowers growing around here. We got the truck tent up. Nice trees. Absolute quiet. Now way off there's some bushes there. That's where we put the little camping toilet. Because I don't know if you've seen the video on Atomic Preppers or not, but I showed everybody how to make a camping toilet for less than $10 with a 5-gallon bucket and a toilet seat and some Gorilla Glue. So in case somebody's got to go, aka me, because I can't just stand and pee, and I'm really not a good squatter, I can go over there and be alone in the forest with myself. So I just wanted to show you guys our area that we're camping for the night. We're gonna just sit and listen to the nothingness that's absolutely deafening. I get a lot of anxiety with silence, so that's why I needed that Tylenol PM, and that's why we stopped and got that Tylenol PM yesterday. But yeah, I get a lot of anxiety with quietness. It just feels very wrong, like something's wrong to me. Born and raised in the city, I guess, right? One of these days maybe I'll get used to it, but when it's dark and it's silent, it's almost suffocating. So it makes me a little nervous, but hopefully I'll get over it. And one day I won't need the Tylenol PM. But a gorgeous place, nice breeze. There are some clouds off in the distance that are rumbling over here. Actually kind of all around. So we put the rain fly on the tent tonight. It's not supposed to rain tonight according to weather.com, but you never know. So we do have firewood. We are going to have a campfire tonight. And we have to pick what we're going to have for dinner tonight. So we're going to debate that, and then when you see us next, it'll be dinner time. So below me right here is a very, very pretty rock that somebody hand painted, and actually gave me this rock 2 years ago when I was a speaker at a Republican picnic up near Kingman, Arizona. I remember a very nice special needs young man just handed it to me. He goes, "Here, this is for you." And I thought, for me? So I've had it ever since. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to share this sweet beauty here with somebody else so that they can pass it on to somebody too, and bring a smile to somebody's face like this young man did for me. And I'm going to leave this at our campsite today. Yeah, probably over here. Here, I'm going to pick it up. Mr. Atomic picked a really good spot. And I think we're going to leave this here for somebody in the future to find.
in the little.
Yeah, okay. For somebody to find in the future and enjoy. So there's a group in Phoenix. I think it's, oh gosh, Phoenix Painted Rocks, something like that. And people paint beautiful rocks and leave them all over the Phoenix metro area for people to find. And then when they find them, they post it on Facebook. So there's some really beautiful rocks that I've seen, and whoever did this one did a really good job. So I'm going to leave that here at our campsite for somebody else to make them happy. I'm going to kind of explore and walk around the forest and see what I can find. All right, so tonight is cheesy macaroni night. So we decided we're gonna try the Ready Wise cheesy macaroni. So we do have our water cooking right now, our water boiling, and our little just a little fire because it's not really all that cold. It's more just for the experience, really, right now that we have our fire going. But we will be back in just a moment when I have this dish prepared. I believe this one is another 4-cup ordeal. So once the water is boiling, we're going to pour the contents of the bag into there, mix it up, and then we're going to cover it with our other little pan that's over here just to keep the heat in, and let it stand per the directions of the bag. So when we get back, you're going to see what it looks like, and let's find out what it tastes like. I think this looks actually really good, I just have to say. So when it came out of the bag, it reminded me of the microwavable macaroni and cheese cups. It had that white packet inside of that powdery cheese, and then the noodles. So basically it's like doing that, but with hot water. So let's go ahead and test this. I'm gonna flip the camera and you can have my reaction. Okay, let's find out. The noodles look like quality. I mean, they're bigger and fluffier looking than Kraft. Yeah. Is it hot?
Yeah.
Okay. To burn your tongue? What do you think so far?
4 out of 5.
I would agree with you on that too. This is actually good. Like if I got this, like if this was a frozen meal and I heated it up, like this is what I see it equivalent to, you know, like the macaroni and cheese frozen meals, you know, they're like $1 or something like that, and you pop it in the microwave. I would say that's the same like taste quality. It's definitely cooked all the way through, so the directions were good. I do think this is 4 servings. So we're both going to be eating 2 servings, but I said I hope you're hungry. But it's good enough that I think I can eat it all. You know, I'm okay with that. You know what would have been really good is if we added like a pat of butter into it. Maybe a little more buttery.
Maybe.
But for being survival food, okay, I'm gonna say this is like 4.5. Yeah, this is good. Okay, I'm gonna eat this. All right. So, unless something pops up tonight, when it gets dark, we're gonna go to bed and we're gonna get up early and we're gonna go into Bryce Canyon and show you guys some of the trails there. So tomorrow is day 3 of our adventure, and I look forward to seeing you guys then. Okay, so it is night number 2, and we are all in bed right now. So Mr. Atomic, he snores. And last night he kept me up almost the whole night. I pretty much only got about 2 hours of sleep last night. So I used my time wisely and I went outside and I looked up at the stars and I saw probably a couple dozen meteorites left over from the meteor shower. So that was really cool. And tonight he's sleeping in the cab of the truck and I'm sleeping in the truck tent by myself. I'm all by myself. And it's so quiet. It's so awkward. I'm just not used to this. I think the last time in my life, until, you know, I started doing this now, that I remember this much silence when I was trying to sleep was when I was in the sequoias camping as a child with my parents. So I'm gonna admit, I'm gonna keep the nightlight on. I'll see you guys in the morning.